possible. So really for Playmakers, their early game at this point is just like Tusk and Underlord. And, you know, it's not to say that Phantom Assassin and Morphling can't help out in that regard. It's just that they are so much weaker in the early game contributions compared to the Timbersaw and the Ember Spirit. Playmakers are greedy with this draft, which is weird considering their name is Playmakers, and these heroes aren't really that. Here comes Stinger. Man, they gave Stinger a really wide berth. I feel like they could have just messed him up there if they just all gave him a hug with that Shadow Wave. Like, 2 heroes getting hit with the Shadow Wave, that's like 160 physical damage against a low armor hero. Low-ish armor hero. That would have just kind of destroyed him.
30 seconds to battle.
Pepita on this bottom lane, I'm pretty sure is unkillable. Because Oracle doesn't do damage, like, ever. He's really good at poking heroes. Unfortunately, you don't poke Timbersaw, because that, especially if you're an Oracle, usually gives him more HP than you're taking away from him. Here comes the Goon Squad. Here comes Stinger, just trying to slide right by the Goon Squad, steals some of those runes, but gets tagged by the Poison Touch. Dagger's there as well. Stinger taking some damage here. Tomato isn't going to level anything up just yet. Now the Snowball's out. That's not really going to bring the Tusk into a safe spot. Although they will just kind of give up and go back into their lanes. In the meantime, Snaking. Shadow Shaman. What the hell is this Ether Shock? He's just crushing the Underlord. So, damage trade, I would say vastly in favor of Infamous from the get-go. But it is going to be a 3-for-1 Playmakers rune split. So, I guess it's kind of worth it for them. That was actually a pretty good ultimate end for Playmakers there. Yeah, they take some damage, but they get gold. And I would gladly give up some of my health to take gold. IRL. Me IRL, right? Damage me for some money, please. Feels bad, man. So this top lane, pretty sure Envy is going to be much better off this time than he was last game. And bottom lane, well, this is gonna be struggle town for this bottom lane of the Radiant, because this Timbersaw is just a brick wall. No, he's not even a brick wall. He's a metal wall, which is even better than brick. And he's only level 1. Plus, well, sneaking is a viable kill. If he gets a little bit too uppity, they could definitely turn around and put the hurt onto the Shadow Shaman, as you just now see. Snaking, he decided to go in for the shock. Cute plays, but it's really gonna cost him. Over in the mid lane in the meantime, it should be a relatively even lane, although Tomato definitely can get really, really aggressive onto that Morphling. The opposite isn't necessarily true. Snaking shocks Faker, but, well, that damage really starting to add up, and Pepita, because he's just a Timbersaw, can't do anything to help his ally. Snaking is probably better off being anywhere else, honestly. He's not really helping out this Timbersaw, he's kind of just taking his experience. But he's going to return, try to apply a little extra pressure towards Faker. Again, level 1 Timbersaw is really hard to get through, but he's not doing anything to you, so you can just kind of ignore him. Okay. That ain't supposed to happen. That is never supposed to happen. I thought top lane someone was going to do something. But Morphling killed off an Ember Spirit by himself. I guess he just tried to race the Flame Guard, and the Strength Morph was a little bit too strong. Snaking now going to arrive, shocks, but that doesn't do anything. And everyone is just dropping so low across the map. And this Morphling, he's just man-fighting Snaking and coming out on top because of that Strength Morph. Someone's gonna freaking die, I know it. I'm gonna miss it again. I know it too. That's gonna happen, man. Faker's CS, still pretty darn good though. You know, there's not much to worry about in that bottom lane for that Timbersaw. Not yet. Still have a little bit of a ways to go before he becomes a significant threat. Tomato v Morphling once again. This time though, it's not a full 1v1. Dishonorable display. Calling for backup. Where is your honor, Tomato? I mean, just jump in, shock him for an easy kill. And you know what? This is an awkward way to play Shadow Shaman. Just running around, trying to get ganks on people being level 2. But I think it's fine. Because again, like, Pepita clearly doesn't need your help. What the hell? Why is this happening? Everywhere. Why is this why am I so bad at controlling this camera? Why am I still watching this Timbersaw? You guys have my apologies. That was awful. So yeah, Tomato goes down again somehow. I don't know how he's still dying. And what? How is Pepita dying now? These are kills that should not be happening. 2 deaths on Tomato, 1 death on Pepita. These kills should not be happening ever. Like, what the hell? Even with tag team, like, you do extra physical damage. That shouldn't really matter. Now the Morphling is in trouble, but of course he's not going to die because I'm looking at him. God damn it, everything is bad. I really don't think that should have happened. I mean, how good is tag team really? We'll see. Well, this time he has a Timber Chain out. Pepita still, he's just not gonna die. I mean, obviously that was just one hero going after him, but damn. We have ourselves a really, what I see is a sloppy game. Chains go off. Tomato, though, still taking that right-click damage, and they kill Faker elsewhere. Damn it, they are just getting kills absolutely everywhere that I'm not looking. Faker somehow solo dies to Pepita. This game just doesn't make sense anymore. It actually just doesn't make any sense. Like, Tomato's challenging this Morphling, and that's fine. But somehow Pepita kills off a Phantom Assassin by himself. Can you really blame me for, like, some of these? Because these shouldn't be happening. Tomato, you have no sustain. Okay, that was another mistake from Tomato. I am not entirely sure what happened there. Really wanted that rune instead of this rune. Sorry guys, looks like my OBS disconnected one more time. I'm not really sure why it does that. Tomato dodges the snowball. No, he doesn't. Still gets stunned by it. Now rooted down and burst. Snaking's gonna show up, but the shock does nothing up against the Morphling, who has that raindrop. The TP was even canceled. We should be back. We should be back.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So yeah, this Ember Spirit, didn't he get a buff? Didn't he get like 1 armor buff in the latest patch, like 7.2F or whatever number we're at, whatever letter we're at? Pretty sure he got +1 armor. Pretty sure there's also a bounty rune here that should be taken up. But he is just now so far behind because of so many mistakes. Like, first of all, like, dying once to a Morphling, fine, whatever. Like, you screw up. Dying that many times to a Morphling who's by himself, like, that should not be happening. Now you lose your tower also. This is level 4 Ember Spirit going up against this massive Morphling, and now he's just gonna wait for him in one more time. He doesn't have Remnants out. Oh, he does have a shield, but it's not gonna last long enough. Tomato down for like the 3rd time. Pepita does get sword in the meantime on bottom, and over in top land. They are going to group up. Moose is going to get snowballed. Do they have any more disables? No, it looks like they used them all. Dagger's coming in, but that's just a little bit of a slow here. Not enough to kill off that Tusk. Someone has to help out this Ember Spirit. Like, he's level 4. He's getting his face smashed in. And not in a good way either. At least Pepita is shoving this tower. This Timbersaw has a completely free game, but then again, so does the Morphling. At this point, I don't know if anyone can really stop this Morphling from Infamous. So it's less of an Ember Spirit game and more of a Timbersaw please save us game. You know what, Pepita did it last game as the Centaur War Runner pretty darn well, so I trust him to go in for round 2 here in game 2 and start to pick up the slack. I mean, 4 kills ahead. Playmakers even have, I guess it's even towers, but barely a lead going either way. Mostly because Envy is having a pretty decent time up towards top lane. No mistakes from Envy. All the mistakes focused over in mid. Feels pretty bad, man. There is something to be said about the Oracle constantly applying that pressure towards Tomato with the Purge effect. This is purgeable, Flame Guard. So like the vast majority of Ember Spirit's early game durability is going to be from magic damage. And if you just get that purged off, well, you don't have much durability now, do you? Are you looking for Faker? He has a jump out. There's not much in the way of disable here. Not easy disable, at least. Pepita, though, is just so insistent on this bottom lane. But then again, so is this Morphling. Absolutely no reason to leave. Absolutely no reason to not go for these kills. There is an obs here. Saw you farming. So, yeah.
has fallen.
It's very rare nowadays that you see an Ember Spirit get bodied so hard. Yet here we are. He is getting his ass handed to him.
Middle tower is under attack.
Like, someone's got to deal with this. Please, someone infamous, send a hero here. Okay, so it looks like Pepita's cleaned up bottom lane. And now he's going to try to stabilize mid. I'm not sure where this Ember Spirit farms, though. Like, if he had a poor man's shield, then maybe he'd be able to farm the jungle half decently. But he clearly got messed up there. Ooh, now Envy in a little bit of trouble. He does get a dagger onto 2, slowing them down just a touch. But that tag team, so persistent. Our ice shards are going to block his way. He's going to haunt out towards bottom, actually. And there was no one here. So I guess someone was teleporting elsewhere. And then he just haunted to their TP. That must have been what happened. Well, top lane's going to die. That's happening.
Dire's top tower is
So you know how last game it was all Tomato buying all the space in the world for Envy to recover? Now it's gonna have to be Envy buying all the space in the world for Tomato to recover. I don't know why Snaking is here, although that was an unfortunate snowball placement there by Stinger. He's still gonna get hexed up. Body block is there, and Moose, he's going to arrive, but no grave, no heal. He's gonna grab the arcane rune and get the hell out of there. This is a dangerous situation for Infamous to be in. At this stage in the game, normally, you have this level 6 on the Spectre. You want to be setting up for haunt kills. You know, 3-4-man ganks in order to set up for a haunt to get a kill. I don't think that's really in the cards right now. Like, maybe if Pepita and Snaking kind of team up, they might be able to find someone. But for right now, Envy's in a bad spot because there is a Purge Effect dagger. He's going to dagger himself out, try to at least. Purifying Flames, do some damage, but end up healing him ultimately. So, yeah, Envy's going to be okay. Uh-oh. Morphling. Run away. Run away. This Morphling is going to steal Shadow Shaman. Oh, no. Okay, he has a Remnant out, right? He should be kind of okay. Yeah, he's fine. Dude, Tomato, you gotta stop, man. You gotta stop making me worry like this.
Radiant are scared.
They're gonna try to team up though. There is no haunt, unfortunately, but there is a target in Faker. If not for that little bit of a blur. Hex goes off. Dagger still tracking. Is this shard wall? No, it's not a wall. It's just a little bit of deterrent. Although the snowball through everyone is gonna give them a little bit of distraction. They're not gonna chase. I mean, they tried. All credit to them. They tried, but they gotta come back because the mid lane Morphling is still at it. Snaking shocks him. I'm pretty sure Morphling did not notice that at all. And the retreat from the bottom lane, it is going to be clean enough. Although Tomato's sticking around here. Does have a Remnant out. And I don't think he's going to be dying here. Although does get rooted. Snowball for the chain stun. And he's going to get out before the wall was punched. I was going to say kicks in. But he's actually not even level 6 yet.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pizza is still a monster, guys.
Radiant's
Unfortunately, he's a monster who can just be ignored.
Dire's bottom tower is
So he's
under
gonna
attack.
have to do his best to try to draw attention to himself. I mean, hell, you're not gonna focus this Timbersaw really ever, despite his items, because, you know, he's got maxed out reactive armor and you have a predominantly right-click based draft. With a Vanguard, you're definitely not gonna focus him, so I fear that though Pepita may be very tanky, may be very dangerous, he's not dangerous enough so that the enemies try to kill him. New is GNet. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Snaking is hunting, man. I don't know if a haunt from Envy, though. Like, if Faker was all alone here, you get a full disable suite on him. I don't even know if that's going to be enough damage. PA. Snaking is going to see a lot of heroes, but he does have Spectre in backup, plus Pepita coming in. Who they're going to go for? It's the Tusk. Snowball is coming in, though, and Pepita's Chakram is doing no damage. And, yeah, Pepita, he's still unkillable until he's all alone. Okay, maybe he is killable. Jumps away, waveform to chase. This is going to take a long time, but oh, the Timbersaw double dash coming in now. What is going on up here? They're maybe looking for kills. This isn't happening, right? Like, is this seriously happening right now? What is this game? Oh, yeah, there we go. We're good. Okay, what's happening up top lane now? Snake King has found a more viable target in the form of the Oracle, but the teleport out. Yeah, Excel even uses the ultimate on himself, so he's going to be just fine. Snake King takes a lot of damage on the incoming, as does Envy. Man, that's the big problem here for Infamous. No real way of forcing these engagements, except for, you know, what Snake King can do. Maybe if Tomato is able to get a good angle with some chains on somebody, maybe then it's a possibility, like Stinger, who's here all alone. Dude, you should not be here, although he's going to dodge the Remnant in and the chains afterwards. I still don't really like his odds here. I feel like he's probably going to go down. Does dump a lot of damage into Envy, though. So, man, if you're going to go down, that's how you're going to do it. Go down swinging, quite literally. This Morphling is going to be a huge problem moving forward. Envy. Baker's hoping for that lucky roll. Not quite going to get it, though. Envy still has to get the hell out of here. There's no shrine here. No live shrine. Double damage or not, man, he's still like... And even with the Radiance, I don't think it's time for like Envy to suddenly start doing things. Like, he has to farm so much more. And the Relic is still really far away for him. Pita's going to grab a couple of the bounty runes, so it's going to be a 3-1 rune split. So Infamous are doing their best to keep afloat here. The Playmakers now, they have this kind of greedy draft. But it's working out because Morphling won a lane so hard that he really shouldn't have won. Not nearly as hard. It is insane to see that that much of a difference in that mid lane. Game isn't over yet, though. Game is certainly not over. Especially if that's not a good ward trap. All the disables, but Snake King, he's trapped in the trees. He can't shock, he can't shackle. This assortment of wards is just so messy. Now it's time for him to get out. Good attempt, but I mean, this is an underlord with the mech we're talking here. In the meantime, Roshan, not with a lot of minus armor, but still they're going to go for it. Okay, I guess this is kind of minus armor, right? Like bonus physical damage, tag team. Someone has a Vlad's also. Is that... Well, that's Phantom Assassin with Vlad's. That's pretty interesting. I mean, it's not bad on her. But it's like, is that as good as a Desolator Rush? I guess if you're looking to kill off Roshan, then yes, it is. It's much better. Well, they walk in, grab a free Aegis, and walk out. In the meantime, really nothing of threat happening elsewhere. Like, yeah, Timbersaw is pushing, but he's not going to take your tower. Envy is getting another 800 gold towards that relic. Tomato actually has some items now. Like, this isn't that bad. He's recovered really, really well, honestly. Has more gold than the PA somehow. I guess PA hasn't really had the greatest game in the world either. But actually, this is looking not that bad for Infamous. Still, this Morphling is going to be an absolute beast. Like, I don't know how they deal with this Morphling. But net worth-wise, for everyone else on the Radiant, it's kind of close. Which I am very surprised at. So it's really just like this Morphling. This one guy. But damn, if all your farm is on one hero, you want it to be the Morphling. This Morphling gonna grab Lincoln Sphere next. Dude is stacked to hell, man. So far for Pizza, 2-1-0. Not a bad score, but again, like, he's the heavy here for the team. It does feel kind of like Infamous are getting just a lot of free space given to them. I mean, they're working for their space as well, Pizza in particular. But Playmakers are kind of being a little bit passive in how they approach their team movement. Mostly because they have a PA and a Morphling. Like, they can afford to take this game a little bit slower. But in the meantime, the plays are going to be made the other way around. Top tower being chipped out, although it will be the Morphling to take down bottom first. Ooh, snaking. I'm not really sure if you want to do that, man. He's going to pick a fight with Excel. Here we go. 1v1 me, bro. Envy, though, is going to bring in the reinforcements with Tomato as well. They shackle up the Morphling. Is enough damage to kill him off with the Oracle dead. They might just have it, but he does have the Aegis, mind you, so it's a 5v1. Can they kill him off? PA is going to come in and do her job with the assassination. Ember Spirit now in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get the Grave off and jump right on out of there with the Remnant. It's still Pepita in the middle of the fight, but Faker's going to ignore him, and Moose getting blocked by random Centaurs. They buy back with the Oracle. They use the Morphling Aegis. The sound of my mouse clicking is way too high. How the hell do you guys even see it? I don't even see it on the mic bar.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, I mean, I could, like, kind of tweak it, but not really. That has never been a problem that anyone has said before. That's a new one for me. The push continues. Great pit. And the snowball is just going to obliterate Snaking and roll over another in Tomato. Immediately they have the buybacks. Pita's going to try to get in there. His armor, though, isn't quite stacked up yet. Great Slight Fist. Doing a lot of damage to that PA. Jump in from Pita. Almost kills off Faker, but he is just short. They do reflect to Fortunes and Pepita trying to go for that Oracle. In the meantime, a whole bunch of chains, a whole bunch of stall from the Infamous side as Pepita is cleaning up. Envy, nowhere near this fight. It's Pepita jumping forward once more. This snowball is going to end in his immediate doom. No, not quite. Stinger sidesteps the Chakram. Great push from the Morphling. And now Stinger, one more Rolling Death, and the Slight Chains. They got him. Tier 3, how much damage did it take? Half HP? Still going to be a rough game moving forward for Infamous. It looked like it was going to be pretty good because they had that huge team up versus the Morphling. Able to knock out the Oracle before any shenanigans comes out for the Morphling. No huge resistances, no false promise or anything like that. But then still, like, you got to knock him out twice at that point. Not an easy feat. At least they've shown that it is in fact possible. All they need is a 5v1. You know, small things that they need.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Pita loves this bottom lane, man. Does have a Lotus, which is pretty darn good in this game. You can see helps him, like, kind of fight back versus the Oracle. Shoves a wave with a catapult into the tower, but then that's about all he can do. Snaking, doing what he can over in the mid lane, which is so far being unanswered, although the answer is coming in. It is coming in, and it is going to hurt. I'm sorry, Snaking. It's been nice knowing you. Maybe he can take someone down with him. Okay, never mind. These wards don't do jack for damage versus this Tusk. They're just going to be farmed up. But he does take down the tower. Playmakers are just starting to do exactly what their name would suggest. Just make plays. Does Envy of his Radiance? Almost. It's almost there, man. Will the Radiance swing the game? Probably not. Probably needs at least the workings of the next item if he's going to do that.
Invisibility.
The Playmakers, they've got the Desolator now complete on Faker. This Underlord, tanky as hell. Guardian Greaves, pretty nice actually. It's okay in this game. As far as like debuffing is concerned. Seen better, seen worse. Tomato is kind of surrounded, although he's going to dodge that purge. It looks like the Flame Guard may have just timed out naturally. Stinger is hunting for Eternal Envies. I don't really know if there's anything he could do here. Backup is really far away. Just don't step on that dagger goo and you'll be fine, man. Can they kill off Underlord? Two heroes in this top lane, but these two heroes aren't really great Underlord killers. Snaking in the meantime gets assassinated. His sword will just be fine to get out of there. Where did Snaking die? He died in the middle. What a surprise. Morphling kills off a Shadow Shaman. Who could have seen that one coming? Stinger's still hunting. And they know what Envy's up to right now, so, I mean, as far as playing around this is concerned, super easy as far as the game plan. Although that was a little bit too far. Pita pushing forward for more. He's got level 3 Chakram, so this thing does some serious damage. And the Morphling turns into a Timbersaw. I'm not even sure if that's good for him. Needs some to help out his Oracle friend, because Oracle False promise on himself, gets 1 purifying flames, is drinking a salve. That's a lot of HP to gain. Looks like it's not enough. Eul Scepter won't quite kill him, but he's dead anyway. Moo's still on top lane, just hiding, I guess. Just sit there, don't move, don't breathe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they scanned him. Oh, no, no, not like this. Okay. Well, you know. Just try better next time, I guess. Hide better. Morphling item check. Butterfly next. No, that's not a butterfly. That's a shotgun. That is an ethereal blade. And I mean, maybe the Ember Spirit finally gonna get some value out of that magic block from the shield. Everyone else, though, especially this Shadow Shaman, especially this Dazzle, they're just so dead. Like, they're just infinitely dead. This game is dragging on. As powerful as PA and Morphling are, they are going to be running up against the late game Spectre, which is no small feat. Pita is completely surrounded. How invulnerable is this Timbersaw? Okay, with the Timber Chain out, it looks like he's going to be just fine. I honestly thought there would be a little more of an initiation than that. He just walks out of there. The easiest escape of his life.
A tool to teach.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Good.
Dire are scanning.
It's a lot of farming. All the tier 2s are down. Roche is going to be up 1 minute 20. I don't know if Infamous have what it takes to contest a Roshan. I mean, they have Haunt, which is incredible. Timbersaw is pretty darn good there as well, but the Playmakers just have all the sustain given to them by the Underlord and the Oracle, plus all the damage, so Morphling can pretty much do it by himself. They need to pick off forehand, and they're going to jump in. Haunt is out. Where is Envy actually going? Nowhere just yet. He's going to Haunt in now towards the Oracle. Grab that kill. Looking for the Tusk as well, but he's snowballed. Going into the wrong neighborhood. Tusk in a lot of trouble right now. He is going to have a lot of help, though, from the pit. The Morphling is going to get kind of trapped here by the Serpent Wards. He's hexed up as well, but he should be able to get out of there. Sleight of Fist is available. And Tomato, oh, he's going to get hit with a huge crit from Faker from behind. Stinger is somehow still alive after all this. He's going to try to snowball after Envy with Morphling, giving chase as well. Envy is going to dagger up, tries to get to the high ground, but the shotgun is way too much damage. Ethereal Blade combos are real. Now Moo's in a lot of trouble as Faker is on his tail as well. Grave? No, don't Grave. You're probably dead either way. It's going to be a 4-for-1 exchange as the Tusk, deceptively tanky in that location. Of course, Mechanism, or Guardian Greaves rather, and Barrier from Pipe, giving him a lot of that extra survivability. Envy's going to buy back. I mean, I don't think he can really do anything with that buyback right now. I think this Rax is probably just forfeit. Guardian Greaves is going to fully restore the creep wave also. Pit. No, the jump in. Mars Punch onto Envy. He's rooted as well. Jump in from the PA. Envy just bought back, and he's just going to instantly die. Pepita taking the focus of absolutely everyone. He's still alive. Though, yeah, it took a lot of damage. Is playing, once again, like this Mario Kart looking game with this Morphling. GG is just called as Playmakers will take this game too. And one more for the road. Almost got him. Infamous, they receive a thorough whooping from this Morphling. I mean, that's not to say that everyone else did their job poorly. The Underlord was doing exactly as he should, just being very nice at handling the lanes, handling that split push. The pits were in place, but like, the real name of this game was the fact that there was no Ember Spirit. He just got crushed, and the Morphling at that point was just unkillable. So I'm not really sure what Infamous can change about that. Like, maybe he can just like, that's not supposed to be that bad of a matchup. Like, yeah, it's a matchup where you're going to be taking that right click damage, but to die like 4 times solo, that's a little bit excessive. So I don't really think that's you can expect that to happen if the matchup happens again. But yeah, Infamous maybe just not suffering enough early. And that's not even true. Their early game isn't that bad. It just didn't go according to plan. So Playmakers draw it up, and they are going to be fighting for their spot to stay in the upper bracket. There is a lower bracket, so not the end of the world for the losing team. Guys, I'm Mikelorus. This game had way too many T-Tors. But then again, I mean, who could predict the whooping of that mid lane? Guys, I'll be right back for game 3. Don't go anywhere.